All right, now we're rolling. Too many things to remember, sorry. Okay, so we're gonna get started with the 5th grade band tonight. The 5th grade band just started obviously a few months ago, and they have accomplished quite a lot in a few months. Honestly, the first couple weeks of band, how many of you played band when you were in school? Who did beginning band? Okay, so you remember the first couple of weeks. Most of it is figuring out how to make a sound come out that doesn't sound like a dying animal. And so we kind of endeavor to start with dying animal, large dying animal, and then the dying animal gets smaller, and then suddenly it turns into like a live, healthy animal, and then eventually it becomes music. And so hopefully what you're hearing tonight is some lovely music. They have been working so hard. This is a skill that most kids will want to quit because it doesn't come easy to you. There is no instant gratification. Yes, you get the sound out, but pretty much it's going to be hard for months and months, maybe years after that. So the kids that stick with it are so impressive to me, and they have so much energy, and they're so excited about music all the time. Sometimes they even want to miss PE, which is mind-boggling to me, to stay in band. So I have loved working with them, and tonight they're going to play 2 short pieces for you. The first one is Good King Wenceslas, and we're going to play it a few times, and I'll explain that as we go through, but we'll play it one time through right now as a whole band for you. This song is meant to be played with solos and solis. Does anyone want to explain what a soli is?
A soli is when a group of the same instrument plays. A solo is where one person plays.
So we're going to start with a soli from our basses, and then the whole band will play together, and then a soli from our percussionists. Band will play together. Those 2 instrument groups always impress me when kids first learn them, the bass and especially the xylophone over here. We drew out of a hat basically to see who played what on percussion, because they all learn every single instrument on percussion. And Mason were you dreading it a little bit, playing the xylophone? Of course, it was his name that got pulled, but he did such a good job. What makes the xylophone and bass so hard is that you can't just keep your eyes on the music. You have to be looking at the music, looking back down at your instrument or to the side of your instrument, and then trying not to get lost. And I'm so impressed with how they've done. And our percussionists are awesome because they are versatile and they switch instruments every single day. They have been doing such an awesome job. Next, we're going to feature the trumpets and the clarinets. volunteered for a soli, but unfortunately that's not possible for them because they are the only member of their section. So next, our volunteers to take a solo this time will be the alto saxophone and our lovely flute player. So they get solos, no soli possible for them. And now you should know Good King Wenceslas by heart. You're welcome for that new Christmas carol. Now the 5th grade band will be playing Jolly Old St. Nicholas, which is probably a little bit more familiar. Our junior high band is only playing one piece for you tonight, which you probably saw on your program. That is because this was very ambitious. It's the longest piece I think that this group has ever played. And if you know the song Sleigh Ride from the radio at Christmas time, it is complicated and it is very fast. Now we are taking it at a lower speed. We're taking a very relaxed sleigh ride. But it features a lot of very rangy passages where the instruments have to play really high and really low. All the groups get different features, and it's a really, really neat song, and I'm very proud of them for not giving up on it. In fact, the complaints were kind of minimal on this one. This group does kind of a lot of complaining, I'm sure you know from being in the home with them. Yes, but not many complaints on this one. They really powered through. So we have Sleigh Ride for you tonight. going to switch over to junior high choir, so we'll give them a minute to do that, and then we'll get started with that in just a moment.
Oh, it is? Okay, good. I was going to say, it's streaming somewhere. Well, then I could at least fix it for the high school. I was going to say, it's streaming somewhere, so if anything, I was going to go check later and find out where it went. Yeah, they might be. That's true. Okay, very good. That makes me happy.
All right, unfortunately, our three of our soprano choir members are those awesome basketball players. We do have one who made it here, poor thing, has an injury, so she got excused. But hopefully things were going well for them. Were they going well, Scarlett? Going okay? Yeah. Well, we're proud of them. We are proud of them for playing their basketball game. Valmeyer is such an awesome school because you can do more than one thing. Having gone to a larger school, it was kind of like you get one thing and that's what you get to do. So I really love that about Valmeyer, that you can be in the band, you can be in the musical, you can play basketball, you can do everything you want to do, and we can make it work. So sad to miss them tonight. Maybe they'll roll in a few minutes. But our sopranos have moved over by our altos, who will give them some support, but our two remaining sopranos are going to do awesome. This group has been a blast to work with. They are highly energetic. I don't know if it seems that way at your house. I don't know if they're lethargic at your house and just crazy squirrels at school. But as much as I tease them for it and sometimes berate them for it, I do love them for it because they do leave me feeling a little bit more energetic every day just because they are so infectious with their joy. So, their first song that they are going to be singing tonight is a jazzy rendition of Jingle Bells.
So
are for those who lift their eyes. And this was the last piece they got to learn. And really, we have only had it for maybe 5 or 6 class periods, and they picked it up so quickly, and I thought they were going to instantly reject it because it wasn't a, well-known Christmas song. It's a song written for a choir, but they loved it, and they sound beautiful and haunting on it, so I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Avery is a clarinetist in the junior high band, and she is superb. And she, even though she is a 7th grader, and we've got a 6th grader and an 8th grader who play clarinet as well, she is really a great leader for the clarinet section. That's Savannah over there who plays clarinet. And Savannah joined band in 7th grade coming from another school, and Avery was absolutely instrumental in teaching her how to play the clarinet and supporting her. She plays beautifully. I'm so sad we didn't get to hear her play tonight, but we are proud of her. So thanks for being here, Avery. And she's exactly the candidate who wants to be singled out and stared at, so that was great for her. She loves that, right? But we got Leah back, so we added some now. Perfect. In time for the grand finale. I want to say a couple things. One is thank you to the group Hometown Harmony. They are a local chorus group. All of the choral music you hear tonight at junior high and at the high school concert was donated by them. They donated boxes and boxes and boxes of music, and music is like strangely expensive for just being little pieces of paper. And so it was amazing to have a fresh new selection to pull from this year with, and you can save money, which is so awesome for a trip here. So, wanted to say that, and then wanted to say how great these guys are for, one, being flexible. A couple altos just switched to soprano for that song to support the other sopranos. And most choirs get to sing with a conductor, and sometimes I do get to conduct them, but usually I have to play the piano. And so they don't get a lot of verbal cues, they don't get a lot of eye cues. They really have to learn the music and know it on their own. And they do such a great job with that. They are very independent. And I hope you enjoy their very last song, which is a medley of Christmas favorites called Frosty and Friends.
Just
you are heading out and want to leave your information at the main table, there's index cards and pens, and you can leave your information there. And if you're the winner, we will contact you. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas.
Times in one day or 1 week, right? I had to laugh. We left there, had to run to Noby's, took up some parts. Come on Lemon Road or whatever, J Road. As soon as I got on the road and looked in the mirror, you were coming around the corner.
You guys know my story?
I saw your flash on. Yeah. Not index cards and pens. There are now.
Yeah, I took a picture to go.
Yeah. There were not, in fact, index cards and pens. There are now.
Haley.
What?
Shout out to Christy. Shout out I think Mom saw me. She said you're a squirrel. Wait, no, she said. Okay, I'll live. Okay, at least. Okay, that's good. I gotta go.
Look at that. Now look at Grandpa.
Take your photo cookies. Did you see
Yeah, that'd be the last day. No, sorry, you ain't getting Oh yeah, thank you.
Take care. Excuse me.
Where you want to sit? Top. We should probably go sell pot shot now. Huh? I don't care that I'm about to sing. I want a cookie. I don't care that I'm about to sing. I want a cookie.
Casual Christmas season. Okay, back to the band. Yeah, they did a really good job. In that last song, I realized that the sopranos have to, or the second song, sopranos have to start it off. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's only two of them and they're both sixth graders. So I was like, Julia, will you please sing with them? But good thing she's blessed.
Hi, high school parents. We're going to get started in a moment. Out in the front there where they have the programs, we are doing a pot shot raffle if anyone is interested. Thank you to those of you who already bought a spot. You can get a spot for $5, pick a number. Then in the middle of tonight's concert, when we switch from band to choir, we will scratch off the winning number and the winner will get $75. The rest of the money from the pot shot card goes to funding the trip and making things more affordable for the kids who are going on the trip this year. Thanks. We'll start in just a minute.
Bailey, can we see that you're in the band?
Okay, thanks for your patience, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started with the high school band. Their first piece is a piece that they only practiced for maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 class periods, but they knocked it out of the park kind of the first time they sight read it. It's called Heralds, and it is a medley of Hark the Herald Angels Sing and Angels We Have Heard on High. So if you have a student in the band or in choir who's a sophomore, junior, or senior, you know that last year's band was about twice this size. We had 12 music seniors graduate last year. So this has been definitely a rebuild year. We have several freshmen in the band who are doing a great job. The jump from junior high band to high school band is a little scary, but they have been adjusting and doing an awesome job at really rising to the occasion. And I just have been very impressed with the sound that a group this small can create and the confidence that they can have and what they are willing to do and willing to work on in order to make the band sound great. So this next piece we have been working on for much longer. It is much more challenging. It's Feliz Navidad, so you all know it. It's tough. It's deceptively hard. It gets away from you sometimes. The speed gets too fast, and then sometimes it can fall apart. But they have been working on staying together and listening to each other, which is an incredible skill in music, and getting back on track when they get lost. And to me, that's more impressive, honestly, than playing it perfectly every single time. The ability to realize you're lost, assess the situation, listen, find it, and then can get back on and not panic. So I am so proud of them for this piece, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Also, to mention, limited instrumentation, as you can see. Drake played flute in the last song, thank you, Drake. And now he's back on saxophone, and our saxophones actually, our two altos, have 2 sheets of music in front of them because there are parts where other instruments that don't even exist in this band have the melody. So those alto saxes during this song will be bouncing back and forth between two sheets of music so they can play the music that's written for them and the music that's written for other people so they can fill in those gaps, and they do an amazing job. choir, I have some junior high choir band members who are going to come out and scratch off the pot shot card. And do we have $75 for here? Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. They're going to scratch off the pot shot card. Everyone else, we can transition to choir. Thank you for everyone who participated. All that money is going to go to the band and choir trip. Thanks so much. All right. This group is a challenge for me. They're challenging. But I love them very much. They are, they're teenagers, you know, so sometimes it's not cool to do the thing that you signed up to do voluntarily, and you don't want to do it, even though choir, by definition, is an elective. The question every day is, are we singing today? The answer every day is, yes, we are singing today. But when they do open their mouths and make the sounds that they volunteered to make, they sound amazing. They pick up things really fast. They are funny. They genuinely crack me up, even when I act like they're not cracking me up. And I love listening to them sing. They have achieved things that I think our past choirs haven't achieved, and they just keep growing and growing and growing, and I'm very proud of them. So they're going to start with a very fun piece, one of my very favorites. It's the most wonderful time of the year. This next piece was the grumble, grumble, we don't want to do this piece. I endeavor to pick one of those every season because it makes me really happy when they grumble. But contrary to what they believe, this is a real Christmas song that already existed before I brought it out to torture them. It's just that I heard it before and I really wish I had. It's called Bring a Torch to Jeanette Isabella, and it's an old French carol about the birth of Jesus. And it's really soft and lovely, and I think you are going to enjoy it.
Bring a torch to the
Before I forget, I want to say thank you if any of you know the group Hometown Harmony or if you're a part of the group Hometown Harmony. I want to thank them. They donated boxes and boxes and boxes of their old music for us. And so we have all of the choral songs you heard tonight, if you were at junior high as well, were from them, which was awesome because music is strangely expensive to provide for an entire choir. So it was really nice to have something that was new to us but free. So a big thank you to them. And this last song that came from their archives, mostly everyone took to right away. It's one of my favorites, even though I think it got slightly a little bit canceled. I don't mind. I think it's a blast. They sound amazing singing it. It kind of became a competition to sing louder than the tenors, because I don't know if you've noticed, but the tenors create a lot of noise. It's not impossible. So it's brought some of our altos and sopranos out of their comfort zone a little bit more, I think, so that they can win a competition against the boys. The Valmeyer High School Choir will be singing with the Valmeyer Community Chorus. It's usually about an hour-long Christmas program, and it's very beautiful. They decorate the church so beautifully, and we're gonna have a blast. So if you have time to join us there, it's a free will donation to enter, free to enter, and we would love to see you there. Thanks so much for coming, and Merry Christmas.
That's the first time I've seen that song with words the entire time we've had it. No, you don't understand. I've sang it wrong every time. Every time. I sang it wrong yesterday. Choir practice.
Oh, I'm going that way.
I'm gonna go take a picture of the girl.